welcome back to Star Wars Vergence, everybody. I think because we're going to have a shorter session tonight, and because one of our players is missing at the moment, we're going to skip the recap for a second. If you want to go back and listen to the previous episode, you should, because wow. Wow, a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, to get us to where we are, Zeta and Krat are currently on board the stock freighter that Zeta has. They have recently discovered that R9 is a tracking, or has a tracking beacon for the Jedi Temple, and they are seeking to dispose of him because, well, let's face it, R9 has had better days, and it's not good if you need to be anonymous if you've got someone pinging your location constantly.
That's true.
So, R9 is currently powered off. I believe he just had his memory wiped.
Yep.
Okay, so he is currently in the powered off position. Krat and Zeta are discussing where to drop him off, because he will start pinging and give, maybe not a track to them, but definitely a "you were here" sign. And you are finding a way to the place you left Ned, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Couple tick marks to take care of. First and foremost, you gotta ditch R9. So let's jump right in, folks.
Alright. I think we had discussed dropping him on Hutta.
Either Nar Shaddaa or now Hutta, yeah.
It was not Nar Shaddaa, it was Hutta for sure.
Cool. So I
Krat was
think you guys
anti-Nar
you guys had
Shaddaa.
not entered hyperspace, or you had dropped out of hyperspace, I believe. Thomas,
We dropped out and then gone back in toward Hutta.
okay, so you're currently en route to Hutta. It's going to take you probably... Well, where would you have dropped out? So, you guys were at Adelon. And then you went to... No, you
We
portaled
got, like-
to where Mortis was. And then you portaled back to Adelon.
Yes.
So you were there. Now Hutta and Adelon are actually reasonably close. So it's only going to take you maybe 18 hours of jump to get to Now Hutta. But that's 18 hours of downtime if you guys want to have any conversations, if you want to do anything before then, now is a good time.
I
We
think
both need therapy.
I agree. I agree. I think, if I recall, I need to roll some morality stuff. Because I didn't roll a d10 after using all the dark side points last
That's
session.
correct. So after using 8 dark side points,
Mhm.
go ahead and roll a d10 in our chat.
Oh, good.
So you're going to lose 6 morality points, and I believe your current total was something like 50 to 60?
It was 58.
Okay.
So now
you're
it goes
gonna
down to,
Yeah, you're going to go down to
52.
52.
yeah.
Now, you guys didn't commit any random felonious acts, although I don't think Odo committed anything horrible in the last session besides his essential
Or
betrayal.
The temple.
Yeah, besides the treason. Yeah, no, nothing too bad.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't know about the treason.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have this amount of time headed towards Malhutta. And what would you like to do as you are careening towards this swamp planet?
Did we get any XP from last session?
Yes.
We got 20.
Everyone got
20?
20 XP.
Okay. So, I was thinking about how Krat could continue down the dark side but still not be violent, because he's still very adamant on doesn't want violence or anything like that, but he is tapping more now into
Area.
yeah, exactly. And I was thinking how to do that, and I was thinking maybe getting the skill influence.
Okay, influence is a kind of a gray area skill, yeah.
Yeah, so that so whenever whenever someone objects, and when I first thought of this, this isn't going to happen anymore. But when I first thought of this, I was like, it'd be pretty funny if Krat like went to go visit Odo in prison, but like manipulated the guards to get in there, but
Okay.
just to like say hi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thomas, me, and Gio are gonna have to have a discussion on how that looks, considering.
Yes,
But we will have that discussion at a later date. So.
exactly.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now, so.
No, not even close.
Right, but that was that was my original thought process with him, like kind of tapping into the dark side and like just being able to manipulate people.
Mhm.
So I think on this 18 hours, and by extension, I don't have to have it done yet, but like, and then especially on all the way to, what is it, Mortis that we're going to?
No, you're headed
Or
to
Adeline.
Malahutta. It's gonna take you a long time to get to Mortis.
Right, that's what I mean. Like on the trip to Mortis, that really long extended period of time, I think that's when he'll really start using this. I think, because we have other crew, right? It's not just me and Zayda on the ship.
I think
No,
right
it's
now
just
it's.
us.
Huh?
It's just us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think right now it is just you.
Gotcha.
So you
Ship
might.
is about the size of the Falcon.
Okay,
So it's not huge.
gotcha.
You might be able
That's right, and you're
to
flying
hire
it.
some crew on Nalhutta.
Yeah, I don't trust people.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
not
you know what?
reliable.
I think depending on, I think I will take influence, but we'll see if I use it or not, because I won't use it until it makes sense to use it.
Makes sense. Yeah, because you don't
But
really
I-
have a way to practice it except on Zeta, and
Right, and I wouldn't do that.
yeah.
I would consent to minor if she knew about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, as of now, like,
Well,
Krat would only do this if someone's not complying. Like he's remembering like the like corporal that we ran into in session like 2 or whatever. He's like, oh man, if I could have just like changed his mind for him, that would have been so much better. Like, sure it'll harm him, but a little harm for the better of the galaxy's fine.
Fair enough.
totally fair. The one question I have for the group is Krat is starting to use the dark side. If he uses that force in front of Zeta, how is Zeta going to respond?
There's gonna be some discussion.
Okay. So does Krat use the force or open himself to the force in any way on the trip to Nalhutta?
I don't think he would,
Mm-hmm.
because there's really no reason to. But I think that because the original like 8 dark side points roll was on the way to this planet, I think, or at least like right before we left.
It was
Yeah.
before we jumped again, because we were in hyperspace for like
That's
30
right.
minutes and then dropped.
That's right. Yeah. So, but I would imagine that like Zeta would have noticed Krat using 8 dark side points to locate all the transponders.
That is true.
Like he would be like paranoid and like really focusing and like spending extra time just staring at corners. Like he does it normally, but
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's a bit longer than normal. Yeah, a bit more
So-
intense.
let's do it this way. Zeta, arguably, you've had your own period of stress, so we can go back a little bit. And I want you to make a roll in that moment where Krat is using the dark side, using his seek power. And I want you to make a force-assisted insight check. So you're going to be using, I believe, Streetwise. And you can use your force dice for this. The difficulty for this is going to be 2 purple with 2 black, because Krat's mind is, yes, you felt it touch yours, but he's never really opened his mind to you, and you can't really read his body language. So
That's true. He doesn't have eyelids.
yeah, that's the 2 blacks there, is unfamiliarity with his species and unfamiliarity with his brain.
What the fuck?
So technically, that is a failure.
Yeah.
With the advantages, however, you notice that there is going to be a change in Krat. It's not the blue streak, because that will come later. But
Yeah, I haven't had time to do that yet.
yeah, you do notice that Krat is acting weirder than you've seen him act. There are twitches. There's an irritability that may not have been there before. He's almost jumping at shadows.
And I feel like I would sense the darkness a little bit at least.
Well, this is an emotionally turbulent time, so there may be darkness, but because of the failure you think, so you do sense the darkness. I will give you that with the advantages. But with the failure, I'm going to say you think it's a passing thing. You think this is just a one-off. Everyone has a moment of temptation, but you don't think much of it. If I may speak to your character for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so with those advantages, I think you might be able to make those rolls if you see Krat acting a little weird down the road. But right now, in the moment of where he's using the dark side in your mind for the first time, you're just like, okay, this is probably just a stressful situation. I don't think he's going to do this again.
Yeah. This is a lot.
Absolutely. So we're going to move forward a little bit in time. About 16 hours have passed. You guys have a little bit of time before you get to Nalhutta. If you guys want to make a game plan for when you land, now's the time. R9 is still shut off somewhere on the ship. But if you guys need to make any final preparations, I'll let you have some time before you guys actually enter Hutta space.
So, I would find Krat wherever he would be.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, I'm probably still meditating in, like, his little spot. He would have found a spot.
Question, do you have any credits?
Yes. Why?
I have none, and we could use a new astromech with dropping R9 off.
How much do astromechs typically cost?
Time to do some research, Cedric said.
Ask the Force.
Yeah, let me ask the Force real quick.
The Force says, give me a minute, I'm working!
We're getting there, damn it.
Yeah, hang on.
No worries.
Oddly enough, droids count as gear? Who the fuck thought of that?
Interesting.
Yeah, don't ask me why.
Let's hope it's less than 7,500 credits, because that's all I have.
Well, we can also sell R9 if we need to.
Yeah, that might actually be your easiest. Yeah, Astromechs, an R7, which is... Technically, you guys have, like, a old R series. It's gonna be 11,000 credits.
Yeah, damn.
But if you traded in R9, I think you could easily find a deal. Because R9 is in pristine condition for what he is.
Do we have any other shit we could sell? Like, do we have anybody's, like... Do we have any stuff here? Have we gathered
you have
anything
some
weird?
rations, you've got some ship supplies. Arguably, you could make a deal, but I don't think you have a bunch of stuff.
I would trade my lightsaber, but I don't have that.
No, you
We
don't.
need that.
And I don't think Zeta's going to give up hers.
No. No. I think we'll just trade in R9, essentially.
So yeah,
Alright, that works.
I think if you can... Yeah, I think trading in R9 for some loss will be probably what you're going to get. And especially since it's a mind-wiped Jedi droid, he's been well maintained. You can get a premium for him.
Yeah.
Good.
So you're just going to have to figure out what you can get with the trade-in value, so to speak.
Right.
I'll use influence to get us a good deal.
That works.
Alright, that's going to lead to some questions from Zeta if you do that, I'm sure.
That's
But-
fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
So that in the 2 hours, you guys come up with the plan. Since he's memory wiped, you guys are going to trade R9 for a new astromech. Are you? What would you guys want to do for a ship? Because, Zeta, do you? Let's say for this sake, you own your ship outright, yeah?
Yes. I bought it on my own, separate from the council.
Cool. It is still your ship. Like, you are known to have this vessel. Whatever registration it has, it's tied to you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what your relationship with the council is going to look like going forward. That's going to be decided kind of... I mean, last session you guys didn't exactly cut ties, but you definitely made the point of saying, this is not our jam anymore.
Yeah, we disobeyed.
We pretty much cut ties.
Okay. Well, since you guys aren't really affiliated with the Order, it's not like they're going to come hunting after you, but it is one of those, like, they know what you look like, they know what ship you drive. So it's going to be a little easier to find you if they needed to type deal. I'm just going to put that bug in your ear. That doesn't mean you have to do anything about it yet.
I know there are ways to scramble the ship's signature and such.
Yes, and that would definitely be a computer's astromech thing. You just have to find the right astromech to do it.
You also forget that they can see our ship, and whether they notice it or not, that's totally fine. If literally a single person sees us walk off of that ship, I am the only Tals that has ever been seen. They could just be like, big white furry guy. Have you seen him?
Yeah, and that might actually be a good. If Krat does want to go unnoticed, I think there is a force power either called illusion or misdirect.
No, I wouldn't think of that.
Okay. But you're going to need to figure out some sort of disguise, otherwise you're just going to have to claim to be a mutant Wookiee all the time.
Yeah, that's fine. An albino Wookiee. Yeah.
Maybe a cloak or something.
No, you won't even pass for albino Wookiee because you got 4 eyes, man.
Yeah. Really albino Wookiee. Like, really
and a proboscis.
Yeah, it changes you a lot.
You are no longer a Wookiee, you are another species entirely. Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah, alright, I'll buy just a little cloak whenever we land.
Cool.
A 7.5-foot tall cloak.
Wookiees
You
exist.
got them. Yeah, I'll just buy a Wookiee coat. It's basically the same.
Yeah, I think you could probably barter for that, or if you wanted to use influence to get it, you can, but we're going to get down to Nal Hutta right now. So you guys are going to land, you make the appropriate docking arrangements, because it's a pretty open planet. You guys are headed towards, and it's a criminal planet. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to play a cheap bribe and be like, hey, no one knows we're here, no one's going to bother you very much.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, let me do some quick research on Nal Hutta, because I don't remember where all the big fucking cities are. Yeah. Nal Hutta has not really been explored much beyond Clone Wars, and then it was really just that one fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
in Swoder, but that's not canon.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really not a lot on Hutta, but... So you guys get to a small city, we'll call it Tabala. You guys offload in Tabala. It's, compared to Coruscant's soaring skylines, it's a podunk little town. There are a couple of, like, Hutt younglings scrawling around, some Aqualish. Generally people who don't look savory. This is a seedy underbelly of a town. It's got one stoplight and 1,000 bad days. But it's not Coruscant. You're less likely to be recognized down here. So there's a droid dealer somewhere in the city. There's a swoop bike repair shop. You just got to find what you're looking for, and I'm sure you can find it in this city because it's still close enough to Nar Shaddaa that people who don't want to do business on the moon can jump to this little planet and say, "Hey, I need a favor." But you guys offload to Tibola. And you have R9 in tow. R9 is excitedly looking around going, "I've never been here before. I wonder what this is going to be like. Are you my master?"
for now.
Oh, splendid. And what bidding would you have me do?
Say that again, you cut out.
So, and what bidding would you have me do?
Just come with us right now.
Of course, master.
Do you see? Well, no, he couldn't hear him, so I wouldn't say anything.
Exactly right, unfortunately, Krat. The
Well,
droids
can
don't
hear
listen
the
to you.
droids. Yeah, they just don't
Right.
listen to
I was just gonna ask him for help in looking for a clothing shop, but
Yeah, Krat, I'm gonna ask you to make a straight perception check for me.
that's fine.
1 purple.
Can I help?
Yeah,
You don't
if
need
you would
it
like
for
to.
1 purple.
Perception. Does that mean 1 purple if you help?
1 purple, 2 blue.
So she'll give you 2 blues. Yeah.
Gotcha. There we go.
Okay, easy enough.
Hey.
Yes, there is a clothing shop. It is probably going to be hut-size clothing, so a little big for you, but they might do some tailoring.
That's fine. I like it.
Do huts ever wear clothes?
I mean, technically, no, but this is fantasy. He wanted a tailor shop.
Yeah, the baggy one's fine. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Besides, there are species other than hut on the planet, so you might be looking at the first person to try and market hut wear, but this person will service other species as well. It is
Nice.
gonna be a little weird because it's Krat, and Krat's memorable.
That is true. If he's not many things,
But he is
but he
memorable.
is memorable. Yeah.
Alright, so the first order of business I believe you have is offloading R9.
Yeah, I would be looking around for a droid shop.
Yep, there is a droid shop. It is simply titled the Tabola Trade. So you guys walk into the shop and are greeted by a Clatunian, one of those like reptilian bulldog looking people.
Oh, good.
I mean, you can look it up. Debate my description if you will.
Yeah, no, not wrong.
But
I'm not saying you
you
are.
walk
I'm just
in,
saying.
there's a couple of shut-off protocol droids, a couple of arms and legs of various types, a couple astromechs sitting in the corner, and this Clatunian looks and goes, "Arr! What do you want?
Looking to trade in my droid.
Trade? What model do you have?
R9?
An R9 series, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get too many of those around here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to do an inspection. Make sure it's up to snuff.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm gonna have to do an inspection. Make sure it's up to snuff.
Sure, but you're doing it right in front of me.
Wouldn't have it any other way. And he just is gonna run and do a mechanics check.
Give me 1 sec, let me talk to John real quick. He's coming.
Yeah, you got it.
Basically, Cedric, are we in the clothing shop?
No, you are in the droid shop currently. Unless you would like to separate
okay.
from Zeta.
No, wait.
Okay.
I'm editing the original picture of Krat with his new white cloak that I want. I just wanted like a basic white cloak.
That shouldn't be too hard to find. It's going to be probably at a premium because white isn't the color you want on a swamp planet. It stains easily. But yeah, you should be able to get something.
Okay, actually, not white per se, but just like kind of like off-white. I'll show you. I'll send it. Because this is basically what I want him to look like now.
No worries.
And I'll send it in the Discord. But he thinks he's looking a little bit more menacing.
Okay, okay. Are you sending it in the
The Discord, the general one.
Fuck, that's even better. I love it. The only thing you
He
have to
thinks he's
edit,
being.
yeah, the only thing you have to edit is he doesn't have a lightsaber right now.
That's true.
But
That
that
is
is
very
it.
true. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
sure
he's
you will
just
get it
hanging
back
out.
before the end of the session.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. So as soon as Jules gets back, we will finish the droid shenanigans.
All right.
Uh,
It's Krat on the run.
Crat on the run. Oh man, this is the weirdest campaign I have DM'd.
It is a weird one, yeah.
I'm
I really like it,
proud of
though.
it, but goddamn.
Yeah. I like it. I'm having a great time.
Good. The goal was to give everyone a good time.
Yes, you're succeeding for sure.
Yeah, I like it when my players have to message me out of game for bullshit, not bullshit reasons, but for like actual character questions instead of just like, hey, can my character pick this up?
Yeah.
All
All right.
Yep, we'll
I'm
just
changing.
whenever Jules gets back.
This will probably change later because who knows where this ends, but or like how this campaign is going to end. But this is the official new Krat art. I'm changing the background to.
Duel of the Fates starts playing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how he feels right now.
Yeah. Or
He's
no.
certainly not that menacing, but
I mean, that is definitely how Krat looks. Because
Yeah,
Krat was
he's-
intimidating even without being dark side, and now Krat has fewer morals.
it's true. He's losing them, losing them rapidly. Uh,
It do be like that sometimes.
it do, it do. I wouldn't change it for a thing though. Very fun.
Yes.
Although, like when I first made Krat, there was zero. There was zero chance that he would turn to the dark side. Zero.
Oh, I agree. But
Yeah.
that's why I designed this campaign is like, what do you do with Eldritch Knowledge? I don't fucking know!
Who fucking knows?
That was the whole point, is like,
Okay.
hey, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, of course.
Oh, good.
So, if you guys check the dice roller, you'll see what I got.
Close
And-
Photoshop real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So your Clatoonian guy goes, huh, well, it's got a transponder I can disable, but, if you're looking to trade it in, I can give you good value. It's got all the right parts.
You can disable the transponder?
Well, it's gonna take a couple of days, but yeah, I could do it.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, this is top of the line stuff. It's not something you can do very quickly. Not without damage.
Are you sure, Zeta? You don't want to keep him?
That's alright.
All right, fair enough.
We're in a hurry.
Well, I can give you, 7,500 credits for him.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding.
Yeah, it's a little hard. He'll give you 7,500 credits in value.
Okay.
Krat looks at Zeta. Is that a good price?
Not really. More would be better.
It's about a 75% trade-in. That's actually not bad. Like, it's a...
More would be better.
I mean, would one of you like to try and convince him? How, and if so, how would you do it?
Zeta, you go first. You convince him first, and if it fails, I will do influence.
I kind of cross my arms. I'm like, this droid's in top condition. I'd say at least 9.
Okay. Make a negotiation check. This is going to be 3 purple and 2 black.
Fucking hell.
you're going the negotiation route. You're not trying to
Yeah.
intimidate him. You're not trying to subterfuge him.
Whew.
Well,
I'ma just say I failed that.
yeah, I'm gonna argue that you do, and it means he's probably gonna. I'm gonna use those 3 threats for. He's probably gonna try and jilt you on the value of whatever droid you try to pick up, so that price is gonna increase a little bit. So he just looks at you and goes, "No, I still have to run a business, so 7,500 is what you're gonna get."
Okay, so just with me not fully still understanding like the mechanics of this game, with the basic ability of influence, um, it basically just allows me to like, if I succeed, put him like change his emotions
Mm-hmm.
to like put him in a state of agitation or happiness or whatever. How would that benefit us in this situation?
Well,
Like, would
so it would ease his irritation, and if you could
mhm.
boost his, I don't. So think of it like friendship is an elation feeling you get when responding to someone's presence. It is
Mhm.
not an emotion in and of itself, but it's a emotional reaction to somebody. So if you could
Mhm.
stimulate that reaction from yourself or Zeta, you'd probably get a better price.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a force roll to see, like how Krat's feeling today
Mm-hmm.
for influence.
So neutral emotions like confusion or befuddlement might be created with a either, but positive emotions are going to be light side force die. Negative
Hmm.
emotions are dark side force die.
Right. So I want to roll them and see how it comes out, and if there's more dark side, then maybe
Yeah,
use one. I don't know.
it's up to you,
Let's
man.
see. All right. Well,
Nice.
cool. So he is going to influence him, but lean it more towards like a. What was the last thing he said to us?
Uh,
He needs to run a business.
yeah, he needs to run a business. 7,500 credits is what you're gonna get.
Okay. Um, with running a business, image is everything. Having a droid this pristine in your lineup would really help your business.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d6, and that is going to be how many hundreds of credits it's going to reduce the price. Or he's going to increase the trade-in value.
Cool.
Okay, so he's going to give you 7,900 on trade-in now.
Hey, it's
That
better than what we had before.
possibly
Yeah.
clear out the grumpiness for the
Hmm.
jilting us.
Uh, I will argue that since Krat rolled really positively, yes, that can eliminate the 3 threats.
Cool.
So yeah, you're going to get almost 8,000 in trade-in, and you're going to get less. What is a good way to put it?
He's not gonna try to cheat us as
Yes,
much.
he's not going to try and rip you off.
Yeah, 7,900 is good enough for me. It's better than
Okay.
what we had.
Yeah. It's
Alrighty.
improvement.
So that is going to be your trade-in. R9 shuffles off and says, "Is this person my new master?"
Yep.
"Well, jolly good. And hello to you, master." And the Clutonian goes, "Yeah, just get on the floor and do some sweeping." And R9, without any broom or anything, attempts to pick up this mess of a droid shop. The Clutonian is going to look at you and go, "Well, what exactly do you want to replace him with?"
Another astromech.
"Well, I have several of those." He's going to show you a couple of models. you have a basic R5 unit, which is kind of a not so great model, but there are two which I will let you help me design, because those I think are going to be the two you want to pick. So, what personality would Zeta want in a droid?
Maybe not quite so snarky as R9.
Okay, so a little more.
A little more can-do, willing to help.
Alrighty. So little more willing to help, but
A little snark.
a little snark. Okay, so some level of sarcasm, just not sass to the level of R9.
Yeah.
Okay. And how competent would you like the droid to be?
Preferably as much as possible.
Okay, so pretty damn competent.
Mm-hmm.
What area would you like it to focus in? Would you like a hacker droid, or would you like a pilot droid?
What's the first one?
A hacker droid.
That'd be like computers.
Yes, that would be like infiltrating computer systems and stuff.
If we get Ned back, we don't need a computer's droid.
Yeah, but that's not a guarantee.
Would the computer's droid understand astrogation and navigation as much as R9 did?
Yes, but you wouldn't specialize to the same way. So they would both have the same intelligence, but it would be more of a specialized thing. So he could still do
Gotcha.
astrogation mechanics, it just wouldn't be the forte.
Gotcha. I mean, having someone who can hack into things would be nice.
It would.
God knows neither of us can do it.
Yeah. I think we'll go computer-based.
Okay. So that model is going to be a little bit extra because you're going to be paying for some aftermarket mods. It's not going to be the 11,000. It's going to be about 12,000 credits.
Okay.
But we have like 15.
So you only have to
400?
pay 3,100. Or, sorry, 4,100.
Okay, out of my money now. 41.
Out of your money.
Okay.
If you want to pick up...
Yeah, that's
this-
totally fine. That is totally fine.
Okay.
We'll take
So-
that one.
Now you guys get to help me design an NPC.
Oh, good.
Well,
Where the hell are my credits?
what voice would you like this droid to have?
That's a good question.
It is.
Just an angry Russian guy who's like who smokes a lot and is really over it.
No.
No, he'll do it. It's like
Okay,
he does
so
it,
that
but
is
like
that is option one. Jules?
like he,
I thought it's a little more chill.
Okay, what type of chill?
what was the guy's
Cool under
name?
pressure kind of chill.
What was the guy's name in your pirate campaign? Tyrus? Is that what it was?
Yes!
Yeah. I think that's actually really good. I think that's pretty funny.
Okay, so that's option number two is, so we're gonna, more chill under pressure. Tyrus was definitely that. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be option
Jules,
two.
do you know what Tyrus was?
No.
He was like just like a chill dude. Like, whoa, I can't believe I'm out here with you guys today and we're having a great time with everybody.
God.
That'd be a pretty great droid to have.
That'd be pretty funny.
Alright, so given the options, we have Angry Russian and Tyrus 2.0. So we're gonna let the dice decide this.
Okay.
So one of you is gonna pick a dice and odds or evens. Odds.
You got it.
Odds is Russian. Evens is Tyrus.
You'd be buying the droid. You got it.
It's your money.
Yeah, but Krat doesn't know how to spend money. He was surprised they even gave it to him whenever he finished the mission.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d20 for more options.
I mean, yeah, the odds don't change.
Yeah.
But there's more options, you see.
I'm happy with whatever you roll. We're just leaving it to the dice.
We're gonna say evens is the cool one.
Evens is Tyrus, correct.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hey!
So
Alright.
that's actually really funny that we got 2 4s on 2 different dice.
That is really funny.
So
Alright.
Alright. Help me design the look of this droid. What color is the base coat?
Wait, no, Cedric. Tell you what. Because it's a chill as fuck droid. I'll just draw it.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna make a request.
Yeah.
Its base coat is gonna be blue, but can it have like small purple accents with a little bit of black?
Okay, blue with purple and black accents.
Yeah.
It's still gotta be an astromech.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is gonna be an R7 series, so slightly like a couple generations removed from R9, but as it comes up, it starts blurting out in binary, and Zeta, you understanding binary here, my master, and how are you doing today?
I like this one.
I didn't hear what you said, Jules.
I just said, hey, bud.
Oh, I am Bud. That is a cool designation. I am Bud.
Sure.
All right. Let us go to the ship, my friends.
We got a couple stops still.
Oh, I apologize for my presumptuousness. Shall I wait here?
Oh, you can come with us.
Righteous, I shall accompany you.
Jesus Christ.
This is what
Yes.
you rolled, motherfucker!
Yes, he's perfect. He's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh my god.
So, Krat, you, with what remaining money you have, you're gonna visit the clothier, and you're gonna pick up a cloak. It's gonna cost you 20 credits. It's gonna be exactly what you get out of it.
That is totally fine.
I'm actually gonna get one too. Try to find one with a big hood that can cover my montrals.
Perfect. I mean, you easily find something that's to fit a Torgruda. If not, they have a base model that they can alter at will. So yeah, you pick something up that'll find your, I don't remember what the technical term is.
Montrals.
Montrals, thank you. And you guys are cloaked, headed back. I'm gonna make a luck roll really fast.
Oh no.
I gotta
Okay.
do this. So I'm gonna make 2 luck rolls. One is if there's a Jedi informant in Tabula. That one, I have to hit a 1, 2, or 3 on a d20.
Oh.
Okay, this is for the Sith. On this one, I have to hit a 1 through 6.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Tabula is a small enough town. There is no large-scale presence from either army here. I just wanted to let you guys... I didn't want to surprise you guys with what I was rolling, so I'm just going to lay that out on the table right now. So, you guys got lucky.
Good. Thank you for once.
First time.
Well, the joke is, and if you guys listen to NADPod, the DM for that, Brian Murphy, was talking with the DM of Dimension 20, Brennan Lee Mulligan, and the joke is now that Murph rolls bad. When he needs to roll low, he rolls high. When he needs to roll high, he rolls low. He can't fucking win. That is my curse.
Yeah.
John started watching Dimension 20.
Dimension 20 is very entertaining. If you guys are going to
It's
get
great.
into it at any point, Fantasy High is a great fucking intro.
I watched the first 2 seasons of it. I don't have Dropout anymore, so.
Oh, I can give you my logout information if you want to keep watching.
Oh. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that.
Yeah, just hit me up after the session, and I will happily give you my deets.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Cool.
trust me, watch Starstruck Odyssey. It's peak D&D, in my opinion.
Nice.
I want to. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of great seasons. I wanna watch all of them.
Yeah. So Starstruck Odyssey is where they use the Star Wars 5e system, but it's not set in the Star Wars universe. It's set in the Starstruck universe, which Brennan's mom actually developed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's space opera as well, but in a different vein. It's really funny.
Yeah, all the people they have on there are great too.
Yes, yeah, they definitely are. So yeah, so you guys are easily able to pick up Bud, whose official designation is going to be R7 2. That's pretty much. So he's going to be R7 T5. I'll add him to chat at some point, but for now, I'm going to write that down.
Bud?
Yeah, Zeta called him Bud, so his designation is Bud.
Yep.
That's awesome.
All right, let me write it in the chat, so because otherwise I will forget. R7T5. That is your new astromech droid. I will decide on stats for him and a stat block later. He will be a slicer, very similar to R9, but he'll have slightly different. Anyway, you guys get your cloaks. You guys are off to Nalhutta. You guys, do you have any other business before you guys head out?
Don't think so.
I think we've still got some health packs and shit. We're good on rations and all that, right?
I believe
I
so.
think
You
so.
guys stocked up pretty well before you left the temple. And even if you didn't, it wouldn't be hard to pick up anything right here.
Mm.
So if you guys want to spend 100 credits to restock some of the ship, that won't be a big issue.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't mind, Brad, it's your money.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Okay, so subtract 100 credits. That'll replenish whatever supplies you guys have taken, because it was only 18 hours trip from here. And you guys haven't expended the entirety of whatever supplies you had on shipboard before. The trip to Adelon was a little longer than you planned, but that you should be able to make up for it here. None of it's going to be tasty, but it'll keep you fed.
Yeah, that's all we need.
It's ration sticks.
And you guys have an entire month of jump towards where you think Mortis is. Now, Krat,
Yes.
at any point during jump, would you check your quest marker?
I think so, yeah. Like, just because, I feel like he's checking it pretty consistently.
Okay. Would you check every day?
I would say probably yes. And I'm not just saying that just because, like, obviously I want it to, like, I feel like Crap would, like, every day, regardless of what he's doing. He just, like, wakes up, checks his quest marker on whatever it happens to be that day.
Okay. So during the trip, do you designate your quest marker as anything other than the planet Mortis?
I just designated it as Ned.
Ned. Cool. Yeah, we'll roll Destiny as soon as Javen gets here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I just
fine.
want everyone to be here before I start doing that. Because anything you have right now, I'll be like, hey, you spent a Destiny point, and I'll just collect it later.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're good on that. You guys have a good minute of stuff. So,
Alright, so we head back to the ship and take off and all that.
Alright, cool. You guys are unmolested as you guys do it. There's no one trying to keep you on planet. Bud is more than happy to help you with any astrogation stuff.
You better be.
Why would
Sure
I
do.
ever turn you down? You are my friends.
Again, I like this one.
Yeah, I think Bud can speak basic. That'll be even more fun, but he can't hear Krat.
Yeah, he can't hear me. That's fine. He's used to that.
Yeah. But yeah, if Krat and Bud eventually decide some sort of communication system, we'll have fun with that. So
We'll
you guys
figure it
have a
out.
month. Okay.
At some point in here, I'd be talking to Krat.
Okay, if you guys want to do that, I want to do something DM-wise really fast, so if you guys want to have that scene, please feel free. I'll be paying attention, I just won't be looking directly at the screen.
Alright.
So would Krat be like meditating again or something? Staring off?
I think, because you're flying the ship, right?
I mean, I just put us in hyperspace and then that's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
I mean, you'll have to get out occasionally to recharge the hyperdrive, but yeah.
Yeah, alright. I think, yeah, so I would be just meditating then, since we're just on the way.
Yeah. Find wherever you're at. Should probably pull up that map and actually figure that out.
Oh, I forgot we have a map.
Where did we say you had set up a little meditation area?
I don't know. Where is the map? It's up here somewhere. Alright, here we go.
I feel like that extra section of the cargo hold would work well.
Yeah.
Yes, it was in the cargo holds that Krat had set up his meditation chamber. So
Yeah. Alright, it's in there. Just buy a bunch of boxes and stuff.
I am fully paying attention right now. I figured out what I need to do. Or figured out what I
Okay.
needed to figure out.
Hey, Krat, can I bug you?
Of course. Anytime.
How you doing?
If I'm being honest, not well.
I kinda got the feeling. You got that guy to give us a better price.
I did. I figured that it would be quicker if I intervened.
True. Probably helped us a lot more than we realize.
Hopefully, I just want to get to Ned on time. Which we don't know. We heard Odo yelling that you need to nuke we need to nuke the planet to the council, right?
Yeah, to the
Yes.
general.
Okay, yeah, we were on the holo call when that happened.
Yes.
I don't want Ned to get nuked.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
So I figured perhaps I could ask the Force to push him in our direction.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Basically, I told him that we were friends,
Nice.
or made him feel that way.
And it worked. That doesn't really seem like you, though.
Well, without Odo, there was no one to. He like looks down for a sec, then looks back up. Violently move us forward.
True.
And since I am not a violent person, I figured changing his mind would be our best bet.
Yeah, it does avoid violence. Or threatening.
Right. That was my thinking as well.
You've, I'm used to being on my own, but you're not really, right?
No, not at all. While I am on my own often for meditation purposes, on missions I have been with people almost 100% of the time.
And you've always had the Jedi Council to back you up and such.
I have, yes. Quite the strange thing for it to suddenly be not the case anymore.
Can't imagine. Me and my master both, we just kind of functioned on our own. But I guess that makes this a little bit easier for me.
I could see that.
But you've been, twitchy. No offense, man.
None taken. Again, I think it's just a lot to take in at once.
Any idea what you're going to do once we find Ned?
Well, first, I need my lightsaber back.
Really? Why?
Well, while I don't plan on using it in a violent tendency, I do believe that I might need it for protection purposes later.
Never even thought about that before.
He like again looks down and then looks back up. Perhaps deflect a blaster bolt or two.
Yeah? They are useful for that.
Yes. Now, while I don't know how to necessarily, I'm sure it'll come easy. As do most things with the Force.
I can teach you the basics, too.
I would appreciate that. Of course, I can't do it now because I don't have my lightsaber.
Right, once we get it.
Of course. But that would actually be very nice if you could.
Yeah. Any idea about after that?
No, to be quite honest, I don't think very far ahead.
That's fair.
My plan is to see where Ned is and make sure he is fine, and as long as he doesn't get blown up, then I can figure out what to do next.
We can also see what, or how he's doing and if he wants to come back with us.
I agree. I think he will.
I hope so.
I do too. I don't think that he should throw everything away because what I have been telling him for a million years is actually true.
You know, he's a bit stubborn.
A tad.
All right.
Guess let's get to place then. Do we know it's called Mortis? I don't think we do.
You have no idea what it's called. You only have the coordinates that Odo gave you. Hi, Javen!
It's a Ned!
Hello?
Hello!
Hi, everybody.
You have exceedingly good timing.
You do.
I.
Oh, you cut out.
What's up? Why? Why? What happened?
Because we're about to discuss what's going on with Ned.
Okay, cool. I actually had an idea about it.
Javen?
Did he cut out for you guys too?
He is coming
Yeah.
out for us.
Give me a second.
Of course.
Alright.
It's okay, the longer he takes, the more time I have to do R7.
This is beautiful. So there's going to be some complications when it comes.
Of course there
You know I can't let you have anything easy.
We know.
The easiest thing you'll get is 1 purple from me. Actually, that's not true. I will occasionally give you something with no roll because it just doesn't make sense. But so, in the interest of keeping the recording going, Thomas,
Yeah.
if you are checking your quest marker every day, on day 10, your
Mhm.
quest marker moves.
I immediately find Zeta, wherever she is.
Probably chilling in one of the crew areas.
Yeah, I might even change my quest marker to find you very quickly.
Hello.
Welcome,
Hi.
welcome, sir.
Okay, let me know if yeah, please let me know as soon as I start cutting out or anything.
Will do. In the meantime, Thomas has just learned that 10 days. Sorry, I didn't give you the timeline. So on day 10 of your month-long hyperspace journey, the quest marker moves.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So Ned, on the planet Mortis, you've never experienced a planet entering hyperspace, and you're not entirely sure how it works. But you'll, through the Force, because are you meditating the entire time you're on Mortis?
I would imagine yes. So by the time I'm done asking all of my questions, I am very hungry.
Yeah. I imagine that time is going to move a little differently for you. So while you are asking your questions, you actually feel a jolt and a lurch as if you were displaced. And then you still feel your connection, but the connection is as if it pulls a different way. You're not
So I
exactly.
think
Go ahead.
as I feel this happen, it's probably just after I ask my request
Yes.
of of my modification. So
Yes.
as soon as I ask that, I get my response. Then I feel this, and I open my eyes. I'm like, huh? So I look around, go out of my cave, and I look up.
The stars aren't the same.
Oh, Ned says to himself.
Yeah. So, to Zeta and Krat, yes, immediately the realization is you are not sure if the Jedi Council and the Sith Empire listened to Odo, but for the moment, Ned is safe.
Hey, good.
And you have a bead on him. The bead
But it
is
moved.
not closer.
What was that?
It's not closer, unfortunately. So it is still going to take you another 2 weeks minimum to get where you need to go.
Okay, so it's not further?
I mean, yeah, it's not further.
Okay. Just sideways.
Yes.
Sideways is doable.
Alright.
I guess that's fine.
So the quest marker moves, you guys continue your hyperspace journey. Are there any details we'd like to attend to before Zeta and Krat find Mortis for the second time?
I don't think so. I think for now I'm good.
Jason, are you trying to talk? Because you're cutting in and out and robot-y.
Flappy bag.
Oh, full robot.
Yeah, Javen, the internet sucks right now.
No change.
Hello.
That is
Hi.
better.
Maybe.
Holding our breath.
Also, maybe not.
We will figure this out.
I'm not in a rush. I'm working from home tomorrow.
I don't have to be in at work at 8 tomorrow, which is unusual for a Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah, normally I have to unload the truck, but no, we got our truck today because my boss is not here for the next 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. He is visiting family in Chattanooga. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's good for him. He fucking needs some time away from this place.
I get that.
So,
At the very least, the weather is nicer in Tennessee.
mm-hmm. Sorry, that reminds me I have to go message the boys and see how it was tonight.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you're
Little bit.
still a little robot-y.
But it is better.
And there is a big old delay.
Oh no. It appeared that pretty
God. It's like 5 degrees right.
Just broken rambling.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this better?
It is
It
better.
is, yes. Much better.
Okay, there is still like a 2-second delay.
No worries. But we will hold off because we know you needed to say something.
Okay, so Cedric, you said that time flows differently on Mortis, yes?
I did.
Okay. So with their 2 weeks, how long is that for me?
Probably about 3 days.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn, time moving fast. Okay. Okay, well, if I have time to do anything else aside from what I've asked you, then I might have an idea on what I want to do.
Yeah, you have a little bit of time.
Okay. I'm going to switch to the other router to see if I can cut out the delay. So this might make it worse, it might make it better, but I'm going to try something.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Respond as soon as you guys hear me.
We just heard you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the delay just cut out on itself. Okay. But
Nice.
I hate this internet.
Cedric, quick question before we keep going. What was the last number of the droid? I won't spoil it for Javen, but what's the last number?
R7T5 is the name.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on.
Totally fine.
I heard R7.
Yeah, we replaced R9.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's good. I'm glad you guys have some kind of astromech.
Yes. You might recognize the voice.
Oh. Okay. So in those 3 days, will it take that entire time to get all of what I asked and what I need to know done?
No. That conversation could take place in less than a day and a half.
Okay. So I would like to use at least a day, given Ned's superior intellect, I will say. I feel like it would only need a day to figure out how to use my new gift.
It would take you probably less than 3 hours, honestly.
Okay, cool. So now I have more to figure out. Fantastic. Let's see. I need to open up my files because I was busy fucking with the internet. Let's see. So I think I had XP to spend, and I think I know what I want to spend it on.
Alright. If you want to do that, I will narrate what Zeta and Krat find as they are headed towards the surface of Mortis.
Okay, once. Okay, yeah, yeah, for sure. But if they're looking for me specifically, let me know before they land and all that, because I had an idea.
So, the first thing you guys notice as you come out of hyperspace Mortis doesn't look like a planet. For those of you who haven't seen the Clone Wars, Mortis is two opposing pyramids, one right side up, one inverted, with a small section in the middle that emits blue light, almost like a sky. The pyramids themselves are just gray, small accents of light blue, looking metallic, but it doesn't look like a planet, which you never got because you never saw the exterior. But you understand that this is something that was made. This isn't a naturally occurring in the universe planet, which explains why it might be able to move. It's not held to a specific gravity well. So, Odo is unlikely to have this thing destroyed because, as you've discovered, it can move. You guys have your quest marker towards where Ned is, but you're going to have to land to do so, and the quest marker kind of flies into one of the pyramids. The only way in looks to be that streak of blue right down the two sections. Thank you very much. So that is what you are looking at, except there is a streak of blue right in the middle.
Quite the plan, hey. Quite the planet, hey.
Yeah. That's it's upsetting. Okay.
Yeah, that's certainly something.
As we come out of hyperspace, I think we would both be at the bridge.
Yeah, I think
so.
R7 would be in the bridge with you.
Yeah. And I would I'd be like, well, that's interesting.
Yes, that is mildly upsetting. Pray tell, why are we going here?
This planet is not a circle.
No, it's not. We gotta find our friend, bud.
I do not envy your friend. This place does not look gravitationally sound.
It's a little, mystical.
You're going to have to interpret that for me. I do not understand.
Doesn't follow the laws of gravity.
You are making my logic circuits hurt. Please stop.
I understand him
Pat him on the head.
on a spiritual level.
I feel like the big white person is on my side. Please tell him I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, Krat does just give a thumbs up. And if he could smile, he would. He would.
I like this one. He is very tall, but very nice.
I like him as well. I will find a way to communicate with him.
I
Does
do
he
not
like sing
understand
too?
if he is actually saying anything, but he seems like a good dude.
He is whistling. I am doing the slide whistle.
Oh god. Would R7 understand that?
I'm gonna make a roll.
I feel like it would be very rudimental, and the tone would probably be very wrong, but you might get the gist.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20, and if it is above a 10, R9 gets... R9 understands.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Alright, hang on.
Damn.
Yeah, he just looks and goes, well, you are not speaking my language, but I do feel seen and heard. Right on.
Good enough for
How-
me.
How long has Thomas known about this droid?
R7 has been a part of the crew for approximately a month now.
I meant IRL time.
Like
Oh
20
no, he
minutes?
was introduced this session.
Yeah, pretty early on.
We designed him more or less.
Okay, so first of all, phenomenal work, Thomas. I have a few questions.
Yeah, sure. What's wrong with him?
What are the arms shaped like that just in your drawing or in the actual Star Wars world?
Well, the thing is that he's a chill dude. So,
So very, very soft arms.
So
yeah, they're like,
let's just
they're like a
call
rubber.
Thomas's art subjective.
Yeah. I do think that his
It's the
front foot though is droopy, like he's chilling.
So also with his front foot, why it look like a gas pedal and do it make him go faster if you push on it?
Of course it do. Well, you see, it's supposed to look like the other ones, but he's dropping it because he's lazy.
Well, no. So
He's
if you
not
actually
lazy,
bump,
he's relaxed.
if you bump
see.
his middle, if you bump his middle pedal, it turns into his, like Chopper. It's gonna turn into his jetpack.
Yeah.
So it's like a vacuum cleaner. You gotta push his little button and then it can jetpack around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a little generator. You gotta crank him a few times.
Fantastic. Okay, 2 more questions. The hat, why?
Well, he's a chill dude. He needs a backwards hat.
Valid. Sunglasses for what eyes?
Well, the R units have like they have a little like eye hole right there, and I was
Okay.
drawing it, and I spent a few tries trying to make it look like a chill dude's eyes, but then I was like, wait a minute, sunglasses, boom, easy.
So follow-up question.
Yeah. I do think that at some
Assuming-
point during the month, we buy him. He doesn't have the sunglasses on. At some point during the month trip to Mortis, Krat would put the sunglasses on him.
I do not object to this choice. It is
on
darker,
a very-
however, so I must
on a very
adjust my
hot-
settings.
On a very hot planet, Krat finds sunglasses and he's like, "Here
Yeah.
you go to protect from the sun."
Yes, I don't want your eyes melting.
I do not understand
So-
you, but I appreciate your kindness.
Last follow-up question, and then I'll leave it alone. Much like R2-D2, when he swivels his head, is it just the cap, or is it the cap and the sunglasses?
It's the cap and the sunglasses, I think.
So wherever his eyes are looking, the hat will stay.
Yes, yeah, always
Okay,
backwards.
okay.
It's always
Okay.
backwards.
Good. Okay, we can continue. I just had some questions.
Of course.
As you should. But yes, meet Tyrus 2.0, aka Bud.
I will. Ned will give him a fist bump when he sees him, but he won't know why.
Alright, so you guys are headed towards the light blue line in the middle of Mortis. There are no spaceports, but you are able still to... Oh, speaking of, let's all road Destiny, since all of our players are here.
Ah, okay. I am gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Alright. Not ideal.
Hey, that's a pretty good result for you guys.
Nice.
You know, honestly, without spoilers, it makes sense.
Without spoilers, it really does. Alright. So Zeta, it's really easy to get inside Mortis. Mortis doesn't really have the same problems that a typical planet would have as like adjusting for rotational speed and atmospheric density, because it's something not of this world. It doesn't obey all the laws of reality, and as such, it doesn't have to make things complicated. You're able to just land pretty easily on it. And R5 is just looking at his computer befuddled because nothing about this makes sense, and yet it exists. I have so many questions.
You can take a break if you need to.
I very much would like that. This hurts my logic and brain.
Yeah, go take a break. I'll wake you up when we need you.
Alright, he unplugs himself from the Navicomputer and just shuts off. The sunglasses just darken.
Slide down just a little bit.
Yep. The hat tilts slightly backwards as he leans.
I like this one so much better than the last one.
A little less neurotic. Just a little.
I believe we're going to be great friends.
A small thing shows, like, you remember BB-8 with the lighter that's the thumbs up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little, like, spark plug that shows up and looks like, as a thumbs up.
He did my thing. Zeta, did you see that?
I did. I did see that.
Wow. Who knew I could be friends with a droid as well? Finally.
Alright. As you land on Mortis, you realize
real quick.
that this... I'm sorry?
Sorry, I should have said this when we rolled Destiny. Can I roll my astrogation check?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't remember if it requires a difficulty or not.
It's 2 purple.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Two plumpies.
Incredible. Incredible. Cool. So no matter what, next encounter, I will have at least 1 success on my force rolls. That's cool. Beautiful. All right, sorry to cut you off, Cedric. Continue.
Alrighty. Sorry, distracted.
You're good.
Alright, so, going into Mortis, you notice that the cycle that you had seen earlier, that of life, decay, death, rebirth, is slowing down. It's not every couple of minutes now, it's more like once an hour it resets. Still a little unnerving, as things kind of just like drop dead in the middle of what they were doing, pick themselves back up less than an hour later, and continue on their way. But it seems more manageable because you're not constantly settling with that cognitive dissonance. The quest marker you have for Ned is actually nearby. I would say it's no more than a 30-minute walk into a hilly, cave-ridden area.
Ah.
Well, let's go that way then.
How are you approaching?
Would we approach by ship, or would we land nearby and then walk up to him?
Yeah, we'd land nearby and then walk. Somewhere it's clear.
Very good question. The question I was asking was more for, are you stealthing or are you just walking?
Oh no, just walking.
Okay.
There's no stealth here.
Could I
We're not walking
have...
aggressively, we're just walking.
Yeah, very casually walking.
Could I have you roll a survival check, please? This will be 2 purple.
Both of us?
I'll let one of you do it.
Okay. You want to do it?
Probably.
Yeah, isn't that like one of your
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, it's 3 yellow.
From a DM perspective, being like, yeah, I'll let one of you do it for the whole group. Sure.
He said
Yeah, I could roll 2 green for it.
I could roll 2 green.
Hey,
So,
I'm
Drake,
trying
what
to
did
be
you say the
nice,
difficulty?
because if I really wanted to, I could fuck you over right now.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you for not. What was the difficulty?
2 purple.
Okay. There
Alright.
we go.
So, easily you are able to bypass any of the large predators that have suddenly sprung up on the surface of Mortis. And you recognize that there are large, 4-clawed tracks, large things flying through the air, and you realize, don't get caught.
Yeah. We go a little stealthy.
Yeah, so with that survival
Perhaps I
check,
could talk to them.
you notice that
Yeah.
there are things out here that will make a meal of you and enjoy it in 10 seconds and then go back for more. And you're able to easily find traces of something. There's a cave they're avoiding for some reason. You're not sure if it's unconscious or if it's just something's warding them away. That cave seems to be where Krat's quest marker is leading. So as you draw closer, you notice that the tracks get thinner and farther away. Krat, your quest marker grows bigger and bigger on the horizon as you approach a small, narrow cave, barely big enough for Krat to squeeze through.
If the predators come near, I will simply make them turn away.
Okay. I think they're staying away right now.
I just wanted to reassure you.
Consider me reassured.
Good.
What would Ned be doing at this very moment?
So at this moment, he would have, in the 3 days that followed, he would have already reacquired all of his stuff and brought it back to his little cave. He probably would have, to his shame, but he will.
I need to make a roll if you have Z.
What?
I need to make a roll if you have Z.
Oh, I mean, Z was just kind of. Oh, okay. For what? What kind of role?
It's a DM thing, I have to tell you later.
I would have deactivated Z as soon as I went back to him.
Okay, still doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Cool, nothing happens.
Okay. But yeah, I would have gotten all of my stuff. I would have, at some point, because you said what, 3 days? He would have gotten hungry, so he probably would have like gone out hunting on like day 1 or 2.
Yes, I will be right back.
Just to kind of, yeah.
I'm hungry. I don't have food.
Why didn't you get food?
John's bringing food from work.
Ah.
But we don't have money for snack food, which is what's killing me at the moment.
Yeah, I've been there, sister.
We have dinner food. That's it.
Yeah, we have like uncooked rice
Yep.
and like
That's a great
raw
snack.
meat, raw meat seasoning. Like you have all this stuff to
Cans
cook.
of
so it's like,
tomatoes.
exactly, like it's canned peaches.
Yeah, raw potatoes.
You can eat a raw potato; it's probably fine.
Russians do it all the time.
Mhm. See, Thomas gets it. He
I'm
knows.
back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the first thing, I know that Ned said he would have gone hunting, but Ned, you aren't hungry. It's
For
nothing
3 days,
against...
I've never been. I haven't been hungry this whole time.
Correct.
That would have been another question that Ned would have asked. Is just why am I not hungry?
Right. So you would have gotten a pleasant answer of, this place exists in a space somewhat outside normal time, and your needs, or your physical needs, have been met while you are here. You will not hunger, you will not thirst, you will be kept in the same state you were when you arrived.
A quick follow-up question would be, how can I replicate this effect?
There is a series of complex equations that essentially boil down to become one with the Force.
I'll teach you how.
Ned gets extremely aggravated by this for like a couple of minutes. Okay, cool. If that's the case, then I wouldn't go out hunting. I would just sit in this cave, and just kind of, ask my questions, address them to myself, address them to the father, do what I'm gonna do. And at this moment in time, right now, would I receive any warning that my friends are approaching?
Make a Force check for me.
Can I choose
Force
not
check.
to? Yeah, I'll make a force check. There you go.
With your
Do I,
newfound
Cedric?
connection,
Do I do it?
yeah, you feel midichlorians heading towards you, and that's when you notice the biggest question about this place is there are midichlorians, and you've talked with the Force. Everything has midichlorians in it. This place, there are things connected to the Force, but these midichlorians are, let's call them unique. You don't sense the midichlorians on Mortis. You only sense the ones on your friends.
They all have smiley faces on them.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, okay. I sense they're approaching. I stand up, pack up all my things as I sense them getting closer. I make sure everything is packed up. The fire that I had going, it was stamped out, mostly just because I wanted something to stare into and think. But at which case I
Aesthetic
would
purposes.
pay respects. And as I felt, because Krat alone is approaching, correct? Or
No,
is it both
No,
Krat
it's-
and Zeta?
it is
Both of us.
what you believe to be just Zeta and Crap.
Okay. So as they get closer and as they pass what has been told to me as my circle of safety, I climb out of my little hole.
Okay.
with
Do you
all-
make
with all of my
yourself known,
stuff.
or do you just look for them?
I walk out to the front of my cave, and I keep a close eye on the horizon, and I wait for my friends.
You would see 3 figures cresting the horizon. 2 of them you recognize, and 1 of them you don't. I'm sorry?
3.
I mean, did you not bring R7 with you?
Oh no, he's still shut down.
Oh, okay. So
I
he
didn't
is
see a
still
reason
shut down on
to
the
have
ship. Okay,
him.
so just the two things cresting the horizon.
He's probably fine chilling anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got a lot to deal with right now.
Yeah, this is a big day for him.
If I see them, I will start slowly walking towards them, making a kind of like, a very like, as I'm making my way downhill, because the way I envision this is I'm on like close to a peak of a very small mountain.
Yeah, they would be making
It's a
their
very
way
small
up
hole.
to you.
Yeah. So I start making my way very carefully down to them, not in any rush whatsoever.
No perception check needed. You guys notice Ned is walking towards you. He's still a little ways away, but if you shout, you could make yourself heard.
This time I will say no overcoat. It basically, like, clothes-wise, looks like my profile picture does, like, on the dice roller. But, with just, my sack of stuff and 2 lightsabers at my hips. One of which is a boring cylindrical tube, and the other one being a very high-tech,
Gadget.
Rat looks like.
I saw that while I was having drinks with my dad, and I showed him and he giggled.
Yeah, he thinks he's being menacing, but he's not.
If it was me, Javen, I would giggle, but Ned is incapable of laughter, so.
Yes, yeah, but Krat has a white cloak now with a hood on.
Zeta also has a great cloak.
Does he have a streak of blue starting from his forehead going down his spine?
Not yet. Not
Ah.
yet.
They have not
I
bought
haven't
the hair
found the
dye.
dyer.
My hairdresser is on vacation.
Krat would have a hairdresser for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
But yeah, so I
recommended by Wookiees everywhere.
I start making my way down, and once I see them, I kind of just slow my roll and eventually stop. Well, no, Ned's not dramatic. I'm dramatic. Ned's not dramatic. He just keeps walking.
Okay. Once you guys are within easy talking distance, what
I
would
feel
you
like
do?
Krat would have a reaction, like earlier, like as soon as we see him.
Well, typically yes, but considering all that's happened, I don't think so.
Okay.
Zeta waves as we're walking closer before we get comfortable talking distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
Siri decided to start listening.
So I do think that once we get within once we get within comfortable talking distance, Kraut is just going to stand there and stare as he is, as he often does, and not really say anything at first.
So he's not going to say anything?
No, as of right now, no. He's just standing there. Which he waits, unless someone else says something, he waits for like 10 seconds or whatever, but it probably feels longer than that. And then Krat just looks down and then looks back up and then does just go, lightsaber, please.
Ned stops, and out loud he responds, "Why do you want it?" As his jowls click and speak Galactic Basic out loud.
Oh,
And it sounds as awful as you think it does.
hey.
I think Krat will respond in whistles, but you will not understand that at all.
I mean, Cedric, can I try? I did teach him how to speak out loud.
Yep. It is bad. It is just so bad.
Oh, it's horrible.
I feel like Zeta would be covering her ears. Not actually.
Yeah. So imagine if a cicada could talk. And that's basically what Ned sounds like.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not great, but it does come out as basic.
I might need it. After he whistles and nothing happens, he just he remembers. And then it was more just like a saying like, "Hey, good job," like. But then
Ned will just stare at you and just kind of shake his head like twice to the side, like no.
yeah, okay, okay, back to normal. Back to the head speaking. I might need it for blaster deflection? Question mark. And then he holds out his hand and kind of just wiggles his hand around like he's like really, really badly deflecting blaster bolts.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
I take.
I don't want to get shot.
I take off your hilt from my belt and I give it to you. Like I walk up to you and hand it to you.
Thank you. Grabs it, does not ignite it, puts it at all, just puts it directly underneath his cloak.
Damn it.
By the way, that saber is extremely special.
Yes, because it barely works. I remember.
Untrue. But I will explain more on the ship.
You coming with us?
I have no other use to be here as of now.
Okay. Glad to have you back.
Where is Oto?
In prison.
Ned kind of looks to Krat, looks at Zeta, looks back to Krat,
Zeta absolutely does that laugh.
nods once and goes, "Good. Fuck him." to the ship and walks past you guys to where he thinks the ship might be.
Could I have Ned make, I don't know, a either survival or astronavigation check, whichever will be higher.
Oh, God. What's the difficulty?
For you, trying to find a ship on somewhere you've never been, let's just be nice and call it 3 purple.
For flavor's sake, can I add a force dice?
Yeah, you know what? This makes sense.
Oh.
Can I disregard the force dice entirely?
You absolutely can.
I will do that.
Okay. So you don't even reach out to the force, you just look at the stars, approximate where you think they came from, and are like, that way! And lo and behold, you're actually right, but good fucking luck deciding anyone else that.
Yeah, we start walking with you. I do at least.
I guess I would also quest marker to make sure that's where the ship is.
Oh, it absolutely is.
A little sparkle, like a little glint comes in Krat's eye. Because he thinks that he's like...
Krat, even if we're on
Yeah.
a place that is of the Force, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Oh, that's fine.
Because I need to see how this ends up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Just a straight force roll?
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. 1 sec. Easy shit. Oh, wait, whoops. Easy shit. Oh, wow!
Fuck yes! This is what I was waiting for! Fuck! I love it! So, Krat, wanna use a quest marker?
I know where the ship is.
Hold on. Yes, and I'm going to use just one of them, just one, to see where it is, and the reason is because now Krat has been a bit more selfish, a bit more like he's especially now that now Javen, you don't know this, but I have a new power, and Krat is thankful that he didn't have to use his new power on Ned to get his lightsaber back, but like the fact that he was even considering it, I think, would be these dark side points.
Fair.
Where it's like, worst comes to worst, I do have this to get it back. But I'm glad I didn't have to.
Now, here's the thing also, Ned doesn't know what has happened.
Right.
So Ned thinks everything is fine. It's also only been 3 days for Ned. So Ned is just like, oh, okay, cool, everything's fine. Here you go, here's your lightsaber, let's go back to the ship. Odo's arrested? Awesome. Let's go back.
Good. Yeah.
As we're walking, because it's not a far walk, but it's a little bit of a walk, right?
I think so, yeah.
As we're walking, I'd go, you're here a long time. You okay?
What?
What do you mean, what?
I'm gonna interrupt for just a second, and then we're gonna get back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay.
Do I need to hear it or can I go pee?
You can go pee.
I'm gonna go pee.
Krat,
Yeah.
as soon as your lightsaber hits your hand, you feel a sense of disquiet, and as soon as you use the dark side, you don't know where it's coming from, but you hear screaming.
Oh.
You know, if we were anywhere else, I think that it definitely like unsettles him. But I think if we were anywhere else, it would unsettle him more. Because he's like, I don't fucking know. This place is crazy. There's people dying and being birthed in the course of an hour. I don't know, whatever.
Totally understandable. Carry on.
Yeah, but I think that it is a slight unsettling. It does bother him a bit, but then he remembers like, oh wait, we're on this crazy planet that isn't even a planet. Okay.
Uh-huh. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That, depending on what happens this session, that might get explained. But
All right.
when Javen gets back, we'll continue the conversation between Zeta and Ned.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm getting to play with so much this session. I'm so fucking glad. So many things that I have written in are just like starting to come into piece, and it's fucking gratifying.
Good. I'm so tired of my throat being itchy.
So what, are you using any medication, or are you just kind of like letting home treatments happen?
And then nothing.
Oh, may I suggest a little bit of black tea, honey, and whiskey?
I don't have whiskey.
Any alcohol will do, but whiskey is sweet, so it might go best with the honey.
I don't have alcohol.
Well, then tea and honey will do.
Yeah.
I mean, do you also enjoy spicy things?
Somewhat?
Okay, add a drop or two of anything spicy. Just not much, just a little bit to your tea.
Okay.
Because it'll help open up
Tabasco
the
tea?
passages. I'm sorry?
I said that Tabasco tea? Mm.
Hey, don't knock it. Tabasco tea is delicious.
I bet it actually is.
Little, like 2 drops of Tabasco and a nice sweet black tea. Fucking epic.
Mm. Mm.
Sounds interesting.
I highly recommend it. And it also improves blood flow, so it's one of those things that's like it's a home remedy for singers, but it also helps soothe coughs.
Nice. Yeah, John and I don't drink at all.
You're fine. I
We just have
applaud the
no
decision.
desire to.
I work in the service industry. If I don't drink, I don't sleep.
Fair. John just smokes to sleep.
Hey, whatever works for you. I honestly was sober for a good 2.5 weeks, so that was fun.
Nice.
I
did not hate it.
That's good.
It's kind of nice. Whenever you take like a little break like that.
Yeah, I enjoy the reset. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too. I did one of those not too long ago.
I might end up using a gummy tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm so tired.
after Fort Lauderdale, I was like, I don't want to have to drink this much to be on the same level as everybody. So, gonna just take a break for a bit.
Makes sense. I have a guy on my Swoter guild who was on chat earlier and said he felt
I'm back.
shit
Welcome
because
back,
he hadn't
sir.
drank.
He did what?
He felt like shit because he hadn't drank. I'm like, oh god.
Like, okay.
What happened?
Like, all right, that might be an alarm,
Yeah.
but okay.
You don't
A
Is
want
guy
this
in
to.
John?
my Star Wars guild got onto Discord earlier and said he felt like shit because he hadn't drank.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
fucking stupid.
that's not good.
Yeah, it's not super great, but whatever.
No,
I
it's
don't
very
know him
fucking
well,
bad.
so I just kept my mouth shut. But I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
It's not.
Look, like obviously where you can help people, but at a certain stage, as far as like online gaming goes, it's not your problem.
Yeah.
Really not.
Not at all.
Well, and my headset's dying.
Okay. Let's get back into the session for a second. Zeta and Ned were having a conversation.
Zeta just said 1 second because her headset's dying.
Yes,
Of course.
I'm back. Just had to.
And Thomas, whenever you can, I highly suggest you import Krat's image into your dice roller.
I can't. I don't have. I have to be like a Patreon
You
something.
can copy the link from Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
Which
what
one?
I did.
from
You
Discord.
just copy image link on Discord and paste it in there.
Oh, so hold on. So go to settings.
Loopholes, Thomas. Loopholes.
Yes, yeah, I didn't know this. Okay, so go back. It's in my character sheet in that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, character sheet.
Oh,
edit,
okay.
and
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I will definitely be doing that for R7.
Oh, while we're at it, Cedric, you want to go ahead and just delete Odo from this?
Yes, that's actually a good idea.
I
I
don't want
can
to look at it anymore.
I can't delete Odo, but
There
I
we
can
go.
I can kick him from the server. I just don't feel like that's a very nice thing to do.
Probably not. In fact, like, yay! He's so pixely and blurry in this.
Horrible.
He looks like a wizard.
He does. He does.
We will address that. We will address Geo's character when Geo gets back into
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
game.
That's fine.
So
So,
I
yes.
had said, "You've been here a while. Are you doing all right?" And you were like, "What?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh, a while. I've been here for 3 days by my calculations.
Oh.
It has been
about
almost
a
2
month.
months.
1 month.
Yeah, I'm not going to change what I said.
It's been about a month for us.
2 months in Krat time must mean 1 month.
Takes mental note.
So Ned would make a mental note of that and go, "Oh, well, for me, not much time has passed."
That's good.
And another thing you would notice is as you're walking, Ned has completely destroyed his universal translator. It is nowhere on his person at all. He is talking freely in basic.
Oh.
Did you save your universal translator for me?
Unfortunately, Krat, I do not know how your species talks, let alone your species. Nor do you talk. It would not have translated correctly.
He whistles a little bit and just goes, "You're right. You're probably right."
However, I think I know a way to find your species.
I think as you're walking, there's kind of just a silence, and then Krat just goes, "No, thank you."
Ned looks at Zeta.
Zeta just
I kind of like being the weirdo, and the only one.
If my hunch is correct, this is all the while walking back through the forest towards the
Yes.
ship. If my hunch is correct, you are. I stop and grab Krat's arm.
Oh, hello.
I highly think you are the smartest of your race.
Zeta tries to hide her facial expression of shock.
This is my assumption. I could be wrong.
God, I feel like you would say. Oh man, I'm trying to think of something to say here. maybe that means I'll give you a run for your money soon. I'll have you know that we have the new droid, and I almost removed the memory of the last one by pouring coffee on it.
Yeah, no more R9 to annoy you.
I let go of Krat and we keep walking. And very quietly as my new vocal cords will allow, look at Zeta and go, I can't believe I never thought of pouring coffee to erase memory.
Can I
The
have
trick
Ned
is
roll
words
a
still have
stealth
grounds
check?
in it.
What, Cedric?
Can I have Ned roll a stealth check? 2 purple.
A stealth check to purple?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that
Because
we're
this is
speaking?
how quiet your voice is gonna be. You aren't.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I imagine, if I may, Cedric, I imagine the 5 advantages is the tone is like the volume is correct, but because of my new voice speaking so clearly and enunciating every single syllable, it's so clear what I'm saying.
Yep. So it's basically
I'll be back in
like
2 seconds.
Zeta understands you perfectly, and Krat is 2 steps ahead of where he could be able to hear it, but he understands you're saying something. But he is. I'm gonna say that Krat assumes it's positive about him.
Little bit of pride going into Krat. A little bit of dark side points. He's the smartest of his race.
Amanda.
Allegedly.
No. Listen, Krat has never known you to be wrong about literally anything except for the Force being real. That's the one thing where he's like, that okay, he's wrong about that, but everything else he's been spot on. I have no reason to not think that that is the truth.
I imagine Ned sees Krat straighten his back a little bit, and Ned just goes, shit, like to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as we keep walking, I go, so I know this planet is, interesting. Do you know anything that's gone on over the past time?
In the least snarky way possible. You said 2 months have passed. I say
Fair.
3 days. I'm going to let you draw your own conclusions.
Alright. Jeez.
Ned, for the first time in his life, a little bit too hard, playfully punches you in the arm because he has never done that in his life. But he just kind of like,
So the reason we came to find you, because I was just gonna let you find us when you were ready. Odo went murderous.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, he tried to convince the Jedi that destroying this planet would stop the war with the Sith. I don't know if they believed him or not.
I have 2 responses for that. The first response. This planet, if it does not want to be found, will not be found.
Yeah, we realized it moved.
This planet can go into hyperspace at will.
Interesting.
The second response, if for somehow this planet were to stop existing, all force would die.
That was my thought, yeah.
Zeta, all of the force would die. And I stop and I put my hand and make you look at me.
I am going to
Oh.
ask for perception checks from everyone.
What's the difficulty?
2 purple.
Is it up close?
It is.
I add a blue.
What the fuck is that?
I am in
don't-
tune with the planet side.
I don't do the dice rolls for
That
you,
is true.
but Ned is the only one who notices, and probably because Ned has been on the planet this long. He's the only person who notices the air kind of solidifying, becoming something, and molecules change, separate, conform, and before, as Ned says, if this planet dies, the Force dies, Ned would see the father, the younger version, a blonde man with blue eyes, black sclera, small Van Dyke goat beard, standing in his blue robes, shaking his head. A good assumption, but incorrect.
I don't believe we've met.
I believe
Yeah,
we
we
have
did.
not, Krat Harrison, but we have spoken.
Oh, right.
I don't know what that means in the slightest. Nice to meet you.
I go close to Krat's presumed ear holes, and I go, feast your eyes. That is the Force. And I point.
I am not the Force. I am one being who controls a larger portion than perhaps I should. The Force itself
Please,
has...
Star Wars Jesus.
Krat is, I think he's just like, he can't laugh really, but like Krat understands that this guy, I mean, because basically this guy is now Krat's like, I mean, you're right, like his Jesus, but he also knows, like when he asked the Force, like, did you put this guy in charge? The Force was like, he's not in charge. I'm in charge. I'm the Force. But like, yes, this guy acts on my accord. So Krat kind of like would like chuckle and be like, sure, Ned, he is the Force.
I let it go.
Yeah.
The most disconcerting thing so far is that the father's eyes have not left Krat the entire time.
I've not left Krat?
Yeah.
Laura just audibly farted
I'm sorry?
and then got scared.
Yeah. That happens.
Sorry to interrupt. God,
you're
it
totally
stings.
fine.
Continue.
I noticed that you're staring at me. Is there any particular reason?
Yes.
You are my biggest believer. Thank you for your patience.
You're my biggest subscriber on Patreon. Thank you.
You have
No,
donated the most.
not
Thank
quite
you.
a Patreon subscriber, but he just keeps looking at Krat. You puzzle me.
I puzzle myself.
What am I? Looks at hands.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm the smartest of my race? Question mark.
Puffs out chest.
Yeah. No, he doesn't say that. He just goes, "Yeah, I puzzle myself."
You have
Life
a
is an
sword.
incomplete puzzle.
A puzzle you may be, but the puzzle is not just you.
He like gestures to Ned and Zeta, like them two.
No.
Oh. He like grabs the coats of his jacket, like this.
Not that either. Draw your sword, Krat Harrison.
I don't see a reason to.
Then I will give you one.
Let's not do anything hasty.
I don't like the sound of that.
I hold a hand in front of Zeta and I back her and myself away.
I don't like this guy.
I put a single finger to my mandibles and turn to you.
The father looks at Krat, and holding out a hand, you watch as from dirt, a small whirlwind of almost like component molecules assembles in his hands and becomes a lightsaber. And as he flicks it on, a blade of no discernible color and yet every color comes to life.
He makes a flashlight.
Can I roll okay, I want to roll a force roll, but for nothing in particular, just to see what like side Krat picks. Can I do that?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. So Krat reaches for his lightsaber and then puts his hand again by his side, and as he's reaching for it, he kind of looks down at it, but then as he puts his hand back, he looks back up at the father and just goes, "You have no reason to hurt me." And if I know one thing about puzzles and the people who like to solve them, like my friend Ned, you would not destroy a half-solved puzzle.
Like your friend Ned, I would draw your blade, Krat.
I still don't see a need, but fine. Krat takes out his lightsaber. Does not ignite it, but takes it out.
So you don't
Is this
ignite your
what you
lightsaber.
wanted? Not yet, no. Is
Not
this what
yet.
you wanted?
I said to draw your sword.
Suppose I'll have to remember how to turn this thing on.
There is no button on your lightsaber, Krat.
It is a cube.
He looks for it he looks for a button for a little bit, and then it's just like, oh wait, that's right. And then holding directly vertically out in front of him, he will use the force to connect the one wire inside. And ignite it.
Okay.
You have to hotwire your saber every time you turn it on.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Javen.
Yeah.
What color was Krat's lightsaber?
When Ned initially turned Krat's lightsaber on, it was pure white.
Oh.
It's
Which
not.
is very, very significant to this timeline.
It's not
Is it?
anymore.
Oh boy. What is it now?
It is a coral pink.
Well, that's pretty.
It is
Zeta
pretty.
and Ned. Zeta and Ned being behind Krat. Zeta, you would see Ned kind of tilt his head to the side quizzically.
I would like Ned and Zeta to roll insight checks. I guess this would be a streetwise check.
Do I. Now, Cedric, do I have to roll one?
You don't have to, but it will gain you additional
Or can I draw my
information.
own conclusions?
You can draw your own
Being
conclusions.
that I did ask, and I am a smart fella. I'll still roll, I'm just asking.
Yeah, you can absolutely draw your own conclusions, but it's more of a in canon, this is what I'll give you. Draw your own conclusions beyond that.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 2 purple.
Hello.
Hello?
I.
Can everyone hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh,
there
that's
it is.
upsetting. Well, while I have Zeta here, there you go. So Zeta, pink isn't a color that has been recorded at all.
Yeah.
And you... Welcome back, Javen.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
We can
Hi.
hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not sure what happened, but I just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Did you hear my question?
No.
Okay, I was going to ask, does Ned have to roll?
Oh, we did hear that. You don't have to. I will let you draw your own conclusions, but it's more of a... This, if you roll, I will give you some answers directly.
Feel like Ned could draw, based off of the intellect score, based off what he now knows, I feel like Ned can kind of draw his own conclusions and can spiral from there.
Go for it.
If you
do
need
not,
him to roll, he will, but I feel like I can draw my
Yeah.
own conclusions.
You do not have to roll, but Ned could probably draw the conclusion. For Zeta, thank you for making the roll. As I said, pink has not been recorded in Jedi lore. Red has. But pink? Pink is unusual. If you had to
Give me
guess, maybe this has something to do with the twitchiness and the jumping at shadows that Krat has been showcasing. How would Krat
So that's
feel
what
about
color it
his
is.
own lightsaber?
Couldn't care less. So that's
Okay,
what
give me
color
one
it is.
second to talk to John.
All good. So that's what color it is. Then he kind of moves it away from the direct center of his vision, looking at the father, and goes, "Is this what you wanted?"
It is. You see his lightsaber breaks down to its component parts, the light falling apart, and he crosses his hands in front of him. You have a difficult road, Krat Harrison.
Ain't that the truth? Then he turns off his lightsaber and puts it back in his cloak.
Which path will you choose?
Krat takes this semi-literally and just kind of looks around and then looks down at the literal path he's on right now, and then just goes, "This one seems fine."
You watch the nearly all-powerful Force God pinch the bridge of his nose, sigh, and disappear.
Yeah. How do you deal with a god? Just be too stupid to deal with them. It's easy.
Ned walks up from behind Krat, puts a hand on your shoulder, and goes, "I think you did well."
Thank you. Have you been doing well on this planet?
Ned looks down solemnly.
That bad, huh?
Let's get back to the ship. I feel like we both have things we need to say to each other.
I would agree.
Okay, sorry about that. Did the father disappear?
Father, after Kratz, this path seemed fine when being asked, "What path will you choose, Krat?" The All-Father disappeared. Pinched the bridge of his nose, sighed, and disappeared.
Pratt took that as a win.
Ned walked up from behind him, put a hand on his shoulder, and went, "Good job!" And now we're back walking towards the ship. Ned is very happy to be back with people who he understands.
That'll change. That'll be short-lived once Bud comes to talk.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like unless there's any objection, the group just keeps walking back towards the ship.
I do think that when we get close to the ship, if nothing else happens, when we get close, Krat would relay to Ned, "We have a new droid, and he's the first droid friend that I've ever made."
Ned kind of cocks his head for a second and he goes, "Okay,
Just thought that I would share.
thank you for the forewarn."
He's a chill dude. And that's it.
Christ. And I turn my head back back forward.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah,
make
so-
your way back to the ship. It is easy enough, obviously, to board. Ned, when you eventually encounter R7, you see what is before you.
It's at times like these where I could vocalize the fact that my character is blinking in disbelief, but I'm a bug, so I can't really do that.
Yeah, you just gotta stare.
Yeah, so
current-
I guess Ned just kind of stares and tilts his head ever so slightly to the side and waits for it to address him.
Well, at the moment, the droid is off, so...
He couldn't handle the idea of the planet, not planet.
That's fine and understandable for the droid. I will activate it and run diagnostics.
Sure.
Because I am assuming you two have not done that yet, respectfully.
No, we have not.
He was almost
Nods.
Russian.
Well, thank God. Better red than dead. Or better dead than red.
Agreed.
But
Yeah,
Someone
no,
with
it does
half
work in
timeline
Star
goes,
Wars.
"Well, fuck you too, you stupid ignorant American."
I was gonna say Ned puts on a red hat. But Ned looks at Zeta and goes, "Can we please get off planet? We can drift in space, but I would rather not be here any longer."
yeah, we can do that.
And as all this happens, Ned is going to run diagnostics and run a full background check on where this sketchy. Is it sketchy? On where this droid came from. I'll say where this droid
It's
came
not too
from.
sketchy.
Uh-huh.
Blows a kiss to the planet.
Make
At
a
some point,
mechanics
though, I
check
would-
with 1 purple, Ned.
Ned flips off the planet as we're taking off. But not with his heart in it. You know, he kind of just like,
Yeah.
At some
Mechanic-
point, Zeta would finish all the stuff like that happened while you were there.
Mechanics purple. Finish up all the stuff. What happened?
Like telling you, catching you up on everything that happened.
Yeah, how would Ned feel about the fact that we just basically denied and exited the council?
Yeah, we haven't told him that yet.
Okay, so I'll say while Zeta's navigating, getting us off the planet and into hyperspace away from the planet to conceal its location, I'm working on diagnostics for the droid. What does that result get me, Cedric?
That result gets you. This droid is from Nalhutta. It has had about 2 months since its most recent memory wipe, and it knows basically nothing besides this one shop called Tibala's Trade. And it was basically a floor sweeper, even though it has a kit to hack computers. It never really got the chance to.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone, and I'll introduce. Greetings.
And in Galactic Basic, you hear, "Hello, you are new. Hello, my new friend."
It's not speaking in binary out loud.
That is correct. It is speaking out loud in Galactic Basic.
What the blazes? And I kind of, while it's still on, just kind of open the back of its head and just like take the hat off and open the back of its head.
The
And just
one
look at the
absolutely aftermarket modification is an actual voice modulator that replaces the binary module. And it is
just like, yeah, go on.
it is an absolute hack job. Like, someone who did not know what they were doing somehow brute forced this into working, but good God, if it isn't thankful that you have a droid that speaks words.
Ned thinks to himself, like, if this thing somehow dies, I don't know if I could repair it. Like, he's looking at it like, I'm gonna have to study what the fuck you are. Like, I don't know how you're. Okay, he closes the back of the head, puts the cap back on, and goes, I'll deal with that later. He just goes, good to meet you. What is your designation?
I am R7T5, but my master has designated me as Bud.
You got it, Thomas. And I turn away and leave. Walk.
But my name is not Thomas. I feel the need to correct. Sir, and he follows you out.
This is following you around the ship. Sir, sir, sir.
Bro.
My bra, come here.
My bra. Dude.
Respectfully,
Try
you have
harder.
misdesignated me.
But yeah, Z1, all my belongings I just kind of like toss into the door, and then with Z1, when I say toss into the door, I mean like toss into like my hive. And with Z1, I just kind of take him off my shoulder, look around my thing, and go, clean this place up, and I toss him.
Alright. No problem. Gonna make a check real fast.
Respectfully, because I know he can float.
Yes.
Kind of just to give him
I
a
need
boost
to
into the
dog
air.
upgrade.
Cool. Yeah, he absolutely follows your commands.
Oh, all the Jedi died.
Oh, good. The
What?
order was executed.
Good joke, Javen.
That was a good joke.
You did it.
It is a good joke.
But yeah, at that point, once we're kind of just like hovering in like hyperspace or wherever I assume we hyperspace for like a second to get into null, like void, so that we can just kind of chill out and talk. And at that point, I feel like that is when Zeta would sit down with Ned and catch him up on everything. Crap, I assume is also there.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I have to control the dog.
Oh yeah, no,
Fine.
yeah, I'm just describing stuff.
I think that it would be Zeta explaining basically like a step by step with Krat everyone like every once in a while just throwing in like a sentence that like
And while she was doing that, I was here.
right and it like kind of pertains but not really. Like when she's explaining how we bought this droid, Krat is like, and there was another droid that was Russian and was good at piloting, and it's like, okay.
And we ended up with Bro Dude, and he's still like knocking into my side going, sir. Sir.
Bro.
Sir, you have
My name is
misdesignated me.
Bud,
I
sir.
am Bud, not Thomas.
Okay,
She's got her
Thomas.
bone. She's happy.
Sir, you have done it again. I respectfully request that you stop.
I turned the volume all the way down on the
He's the first droid I can understand.
Wild.
Hence why he's my friend.
It's probably because there was a very strange job, and I turned to Zeta, which I cannot even understand why he is wired the way he is.
Oh.
He cannot speak binary.
Huh.
Krat just gives a thumbs up.
He can speak galactic basic, but not binary.
I guess he can understand binary at least to interact with the computers.
If he can, excellent. But he cannot speak it out loud.
If I may,
How did your... I turned his volume back down.
what? I think the.
No, okay. Krat is secretly using Force Move to turn it back up.
If I may, Master Ned, I do speak binary. It is an inherent factor to the astromech chassis.
How are you...
This is my favorite droid I've ever met.
I look at the volume control and see it's all the way back up. And I slowly crane my head and look at Krat.
I put my hands up. I couldn't have done it.
I keep my eyes on Krat and turn the volume all the way down.
Yeah, okay.
And I keep staring at Krat.
Should I roll it? Cedric, can I roll a stealth roll? to turn it back up.
Yep.
All right.
Roll it with 3 purple, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Do I have to...
No! You see is like very obvious. His finger just kind of his hands are up, and he's like, I didn't do it. And then his finger like kind of does a little circular motion, like as he turns it back up.
As I was saying, friend Krat has been a very kind person and let me speak. But I do speak binary. It is inherent to my programming. I simply am equipped to speak basic so that I may more easily converse with biological beings.
I put a hand, like, in the middle of his... I put a hand on one frame of his sunglasses.
Who knows? Who
And
knows how he's talking?
I slowly turn back to the droid and I go, Bud,
Yes,
go to the medical bay
at
and
once.
ensure that the equipment is up to task.
By up to task, do you mean by Do you want it to be surgical standard or just galactic standard?
You see Ned's chest expand ever so slightly and then deflate a little bit. Medical standard.
Of
I will be
course.
checking your work. Should you fail me, I will wipe your memory.
No, you won't.
Of course, friend Ned. I would never try to stoke you down, and I shall make sure this is done properly.
Good. I take my hand off of him.
And he
Alora.
zooms, like, you finally gave him something to do, and he is so grateful because he's just like, I just wanted to be his friend, and he has finally given me purpose.
He's been bored this whole time because the only person that would ever give a droid orders is Ned. He comes to like Krat, or like Zeta's just like, sure, like do whatever you want. And he comes to Krat and gets literally nothing. He's been waiting for this. This is his time.
It's his one task, and so by God, if he fails, it's the death of his conscience.
It is.
But once Ned cranes his head and ensures that blood is away, he turns to Krat and goes, "Not cool," and goes back to the matters at hand.
Thumbs up. He's my friend.
If I may direct your attention to the dice roller.
What in the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, that shit's clean.
That's just clean as fuck.
You can't even hate. He's a good droid. He's better than our 9.
I mean, the bar was low, but man, he vaulted it.
So at some
The
point,
bar, the bar was the floor, but he pirouetted. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Yeah, it was so good.
Okay, so after Ned gets caught up, he looks at Zeta and Krat, just kind of nods and understands once the story is over and goes, okay. So what is our heading now? Did you scan the ship for trackers?
yes, R9 was the only tracker. Hence the new
Are you positive?
Yes.
Yeah. You're welcome to scan again. I'm not going to be mad, but we're confident.
I will run a cautionary scan, but I do trust that you are confident.
Yes, I found them all.
Just to be sure, Krat, you can never be too safe.
Agreed.
I guess we're essentially fugitives.
Right.
To be fair, Ned is not a fugitive. They have not been in contact with him.
I
At
think
all.
they think you're dead.
You see Ned kind of perk up and go, "You mean to say the council thinks I am dead?"
I think so. Odo
Odo-
seems to have implied that he had lost friends and then they were surprised when we called in. So my
Odo
assumption
implied you
would
were
be-
dead.
Yeah.
So, what you mean to say is, my oath to the order is null and void.
Oh, we are well past that.
You could put it that way.
You see Ned's antenna kind of perk up, like straight up, and he kind of like straightens his posture.
Are you
Hey.
happy about that?
A new day is dawning. I have disagreed with the council since I was 14 cycles old.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of them, to be honest.
They take too long to make rudimentary decisions when the clear result is in front of them. Should Master, insert Jedi name, disagree, the whole council must deliberate for days or weeks, depending on the disagreement.
And it's over the dumbest shit, too. That's why we never called them.
And on top of that, they're all stupid.
Ned turns his head again to Krat.
They claim to know the will of the Force, then send us on a... He looks down, looks back up, bull-poopy mission.
Ned kind of does that, like, hands on table, slightly recoils from Krat, like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
Zeta tries to give Ned, like, a look, like, help.
Ned, like, obviously he sees everything as combat eyes, but his head kind of, like, his head kind of turns just a little bit towards Zeta, where most of the left side of his eyes are looking. And just kind of, like, nods once and goes, God, I can't even be myself. He turns to you fully and goes, Zeta, might I have a word with Krat?
Sure. I could go up to the bridge.
R7 is going
Erasing
to follow
our-
you up to the bridge.
By the way, Cedric.
Yeah.
This is just because I don't feel like going back into our chats. In our chats of them catching me up, do they have a heading on where we are going, or are we just kind of floating in space?
No, right now we are just kind of
Right now.
floating.
Our entire
can
goal
cor-
was to save you and Mortis.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but was I told where Krat's race are from? I don't think I was.
The fuck you were not.
Cool. Can I? But I know where the wills are.
No.
Can I roll an astrogation check?
Yes.
Cool. Can I
You
do that?
heard of the
right
Wills,
now?
and you know of a place where they had been. You don't know if that's where they were or are.
Okay. Can I? Okay, so would I have to make a roll for the place where I could know, or like from like the location that was told to me? Would I have to make an astrogation check to find that?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any bonuses I can add to that? And what is the difficulty?
I'm gonna do some research real fast, and then I will get back to you. If there's anything you'd like to do in the meantime, please feel free. But I need to do some research for a second.
Okay, so Thomas just said it.
You roll it.
So Thomas just said he's going to go pee. I'm going to use that time to go pee myself and get another drink. I'll be right back. So Cedric can do his research.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Cedric is doing research. Ned, Javen went to pee.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
good.
second.
What kind of research you doing?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
That's not ominous.
Not at all. Oh boy.
Okay. Okay, I have the answer I need.
Okay. Javen's getting a drink
I understand.
and going to pee, I think.
No worries. This complicates things.
Oh,
Oh, good.
things weren't complicated enough yet.
Did I miss something? Why do you need research? What?
Because of what Javen asked.
Oh, good.
The location of something.
Javen
Oh, okay,
had.
good.
Do you remember that? Yeah, Javen
Oh,
was.
yes, the location of the towels. Yeah.
Nope, not that.
No?
Javen had 3 days where he had questions, and some of those questions got recorded on chat, and a lot of them didn't.
Uh-huh.
So, let's just put it this way. Javen asked a question that...
Girl.
What's up?
Sorry. Alora, actually took her bone back onto the bed instead of staying on the floor. I forgot I was not on push to talk.
Even if you're not, that's okay. But yeah, there is some bullshit that's gonna happen.
Of course there is.
This is what happens when you try to tell a story and don't anticipate all the consequences, because this is a role-playing game. You can't anticipate all the consequences.
Yeah.
I am back. Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Okay.
Cedric did research.
Ah, good.
Make an astrogation check. You will get 2 blue from using R7 should you choose to do so. Difficulty is 1 purple.
Well, never mind.
I mean, I'm gonna use R7 as a test run to see how he works.
Go for it.
He's great!
Angry dice again.
I would
It's
say
not
not
angry
angry,
dice.
but definitely
It's not-
neutral
it's
dice.
It's not even angry dice. It's just like my positive ones are being passive. Like
Yeah.
there's like, whatever. But I mean, if the dice speak a story, he helps guide me. I
Yeah.
know where it is, but he helps triangulate the position.
So, in a completely cliche move, the planet that you are looking for is actually located in the galactic center.
Oh.
And I feel like this happens after I have my talk with Krat, if possible. I would like it to happen after my talk with Krat.
Sorry, Jules, I just saw the notice that you made for clearing the location of Mortis. You can absolutely do that. I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna matter.
I didn't really figure it would, but it seems like something I would do just to be safe.
No. And R7 looks at you and goes, "Oh, is forgetting this information important?"
Yeah, just don't remember the location specifically.
Oh, then I will delete it on my own. Thank you for the imperative.
Cool.
Wait, was I supposed to remember something?
Nope, you're good.
Perfect. I am wonderful.
And I just go back
You
to
are
filling up
wonderful.
something in the bridge while they talk.
This, God, fucking, if Ned was present for that specific thing, holy shit, this droid is so specific. Yeah, so once Zeta and Ned have left, and Zeta and not Zeta, Zeta and Bud have left. Ned and Krat are officially alone. Ned would turn to Krat with his fingers together in the typical we are speaking now. Like it is time. We are about to talk.
Okay.
Mhm.
What changed in you?
Well, the easy answer is I don't trust the council.
And you say that mentally, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I reply back mentally. Um,
Oh.
I reply back mentally, and I go, so what happened from your perspective?
This isn't the first time this has happened. It's the second, so he like kind of reels back a little bit, and then just is like, ah, fuck it, whatever, and then just keeps going. Um, well, you see, I am a servant of the Force, and when we talked to the father, would Krat know his name? I don't think
No.
he would. Okay, when we talked to that weird guy who was old and then young again,
The father.
sure, when we talked to him, he was saying how he harmed most of the galaxy in an attempt for the greater good for the future. I then in turn asked the Force directly, was this true? Did the Force will this man in power? And it responded with a yes. So all I know is to trust the Force and to believe in the Force. And the Jedi Council has been restricting, at least in my eyes, my knowledge of it.
Old friend, first I want to apologize for giving you a very vague brush off. That was not good of me.
It's okay. I also can be a man of few words at times.
You hear back mentally in your head, ha, ha.
Yeah.
And a continuation of, I know this is a long shot, but can I blow your mind for a second?
You can try. My mind is very small.
We have been arguing about the Force for some time. Yes?
I would agree.
What if I were to tell you we are both right?
Pat kind of gives like a one-handed little like finger gun and just goes, no.
If I could prove to you that the Force is both a mystical, and this whole time he is starting to talk with his hands as he is talking to you mentally.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to tell you that the Force is both left hand, complete mystical force, right hand, absolute bacteria in bloodstream.
Oh, then that is fine, as long as you're not saying it doesn't exist. I'm sure there's science behind it, but I, for one, will never understand it. That is, I leave that up to people like you. I'm just glad that you recognize it as a real thing now.
The Force, as it has been told to me, is a combination of the spheres of energy and how they interact with midichlorians.
Yes, and by spending, in your words, 3 days upon that planet, it has undone everything that the Jedi Council has taught you, same as me. They explained it vaguely. They gave us half-truths.
Krat,
Yes?
I'm gonna ask you to take 2 conflict
Okay.
because you are arrogantly explaining something that you honestly don't understand.
That's fine. That's completely understandable. he thinks he gets it.
No.
He like surface level he gets it. But
Totally
like,
fine. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
point out that this is something where it's like, this is crap further falling, because if we're being honest with ourselves, Krat doesn't understand what he's talking about.
not at all. But the problem is that the dice keep in like the most pinnacle like the most important moments. They keep rolling fucking dark side. So it's like, okay. We'll
Not
explore
faulting your
it.
decisions at all.
And as Krat says this, I want to hold up my right hand, clench it very softly, and look at Krat and go, I believe now that the Force is a tool to be used for intentions of the individual. I want to slowly open my hand, stand up, push the seat back, kneel down, put my hand to the floor of the ship, and I would like to roll Ned's first voluntary Force dice.
Okay. What are you
I'm going to
accomplish?
I'm going to use the only Force power I have, which is Manipulate, which can recover one system strain. And flavor-wise, I'd like to roll one Force die regardless of the result, and rev the engine with just my hand.
Okay, roll your Force die.
Nice.
That is the third Force die I have rolled, and it has been double light side. Every single time I've rolled Force die has been double light.
That is...
Okay, so if I can take hold of the scene more, Cedric.
I'm not stopping you.
I want to put a hand to the ship, and I want to go. The thing I want to look up at Krat into his 4 eyes as I look with him with my 80 eyes. I go. The things we have believed about the Force, whether it be existing or non-existing, it flows within all things. And I splay my hand and put it, and you see Ned kind of shake for a minute, and the entire ship kind of lights flicker, the engine revs, and it thrusts forward very quickly, and the engine shut off. And at this point, Zeta would also feel that, assuming she's in the cockpit.
Hey, what was that?
Zeta just
Hey,
yells,
Cedric.
what the
Hey, Cedric.
fuck?
What was that?
Oh, you're about to find out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we don't like that. No, we don't like that.
Ned,
Oh.
I'm here.
as you state that, if I'm being honest, slightly arrogant, the Force exists in all living things, you see in angry red Arabesh font across the Navicomputer, not all living things, as the ship's hyperdrive activates.
What the fuck?
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Ned, what did you do?
Jesus.
Listen, guys, even Ned's confused on that one. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Alright, I'm going to stop the recording.